The Chaser is a satirical comedy team here in Australia. Their weekly show, The War on Everything, runs on the ABC, Australia's national broadcaster. You may not have seen the show, so here's a short clip to give you a sense of what they're about.
The Minister has the very strong support of his colleagues.
Minister, you've outlined the government's counter-terrorism strategy this morning, but can I ask you, in entertainment, what is Austin Powers' middle name?
Who is Austin Powers?
Well, it does bear on your portfolio, Minister. Austin Powers is a super spy.
Yes, it's time once again to test the credibility of the advertising industry and to find out if the claims made by TV commercials stack up in the real world.
That's right, and this week we got a hit on the guest book from Steph, who thought if anything needed an ad road test, it was this.
Gary?
No, Gary, no! No, Gary, no!
Okay, now this ad's for Nicorette chewing gum, and the message seems to be that any smoker, no matter how addicted, will quit their habit if an all-male cheer squad turns up out of the blue, chanting their name and doing cartwheels.
But would this work in real life? There's only one way to find out.
No, Gary, no! No, Gary, no! No!
The ABC has recently given the second season of The War on Everything a new time slot, but had severely limited funds with which to promote it. We had less than 50,000 Aussie dollars to make a suitably irreverent noise about the show's return. First, we put up some billboards. This one is on a remote lighthouse in Reykjavik, Iceland. We also put one here, in Ruaraka, Kenya. One outside a shopping centre in Estonia. This one, in a marketplace in India, had to be hand-painted. They only guaranteed 80% likeness to the photo. And we put one here, in Baghdad, Iraq. Falah in Iraq and local cameramen in each country sent us back stills and video footage of the sites. We published the stills on the Chaser's website. Once the debate about their authenticity was in full swing, we published the videos. The idea of putting billboards in stupid places seemed to strike a chord with people, and they even started mocking up their own. Footage from the Iceland and Iraq sites were then aired on the ABC as idents to promote the show. Soon enough, the media got hold of the story, and seemed to think it was silly enough to publish images of the billboards in all the major newspapers. The Chaser billboards, and whether or not they were authentic, became a hot topic on blogs, and footage from the sites was widely circulated online. Finally, the Sydney Morning Herald published an article stating that they had cited the actual invoice from Falah Outdoor for the media space in Iraq, and that put the debate to rest. All the while, people's attention had been firmly on the new time slot for the show. On the bottom of each billboard was a web address, which led people to a countdown to the first episode of The War on Everything.
ABC TV at 9 p.m. on Wednesday, March 28th, which is in 14 days, 4 hours, 56 minutes, 35 seconds. The Chaser's War.
The countdown itself was live. Housed in the foyer of the ABC, it was kept running by 200 volunteers doing hour-long shifts 24 hours a day for the 2 weeks leading up to the show. Celebrities, students, jugglers, chefs, bands and balloon artists all made an appearance, and the whole thing streamed live to the web.
The Chaser's War on Everything returns to ABC TV Wednesday, March 28th at 9 p.m, which is in 3 days, 18 hours, 6 minutes and 34 seconds. Hey, that was fun. Let's do that again sometime.
The website, where you could also view clips from last season's show and volunteer for the countdown, attracted 50,000 unique visitors, with more than half of them returning for another look. The first episode of The Chaser's War on Everything attracted 1.2 million viewers nationally, doubling its ratings from last season and making it the highest rating show on ABC TV this year. Not a bad result considering the whole campaign cost less than 1 billboard in Sydney.